What's up guys, and welcome to another video here on Abster TCG. So for today's video we're doing another high ranked gameplay video here with my favorite deck this format, green and yellow law. Yesterday or 2 days ago actually, during my stream, we actually hit like rank 1 on the first day of reset with it, and then I didn't play so much for 1 day, so we dropped down a little bit the rating, but we're still playing against kind of high rated people today. And I really like this list. I like the 2 kid. I think they are like kind of mandatory for this format. I like the 3 Hody, the 3 laws. I like the 1 Reason Law and the 4 of the other 5 drops. I like the ratios of 2Ks with Zeus, Beige and 2 Apu. I know that some people play the 3 cost extra. I haven't tried it that much. Maybe I should try it out more. But I've been liking this list so much. So with that said, let's stop yapping, like, subscribe, use the TCG player affiliate link down below, and yeah, let's just get into the games. Okay, so we have a UP Luffy here, and we are actually going second. So this hand we have one searcher, it's the Bonnie. I think Bonnie is the kind of the worst searcher, while they go second into UP. You much rather prefer to have Killer and Luffy, because that means that it's easier to pull off your leader ability on turn 4, because you can't really use the Bonnie if you want to do that. So I'm actually going to mulligan this hand. Yeah, this hand is much better. Now it's much better. So now we are just looking for probably just Cavendish and Cavendish Bonnie, or we're looking for the Beige together with Cavendish. So we will have some chances to search. So we will find the Cavendish here. Nice. So now we are looking for 1 cost Capone or a top deck Bonnie here. So going to swing a 6. Usually I like to take this damage because I don't want to defend. I want to soak up the cards in my hand. You have to be a little bit careful when you are going second though, because you are going to take 1 life from leader here, and if you take another hit, then you like will go down to 0 if you solve another one. So the dream scenario here is just to get some kind of a Beige it is, because then we can go for a double law next turn. So we will play the Kid Killer. Okay, we don't find the Beige sadly, but it's alright because we have some lines of play for next turn. So I think we are just going to take the Capone here, because it is good into this matchup. Play the Luffy. Okay, no Bedges here either, but we have a 2K Apu, because we can't take Hody and we already have a Cavendish and a Beige. Maybe there's arguments for Beige here too, but I think the 2K is good because we only have like 1 other. And we're going to swing a 6 here, and then we are going to bounce the Luffy, because we have 5 costs on board. We can just bounce the Luffy. Hopefully we hit the blind flip. No, we technically we hit, but we didn't hit our 5 drop that we would want in this spot. So we are a little bit behind now in the tempo against the UP here. So swings a 6 on lead. Yeah, we are definitely going to counter this. I'm just considering. I think we throw the Apu because it's only good into the 2 cost blocker shopper, which I've seen some UP start to play now, but I think Zeus is much better just to have in the hand. So in this spot here, there's some lines we could do. I kind of want to get rid of that Nami with the Zeus, but then we will lose 2 life this turn. But then we are going to develop some. Okay, so if we play Kid, that's essentially 3 Don, which means that if we play the Capone for 1, we could also resolve a Luffy search before. So I think we start with the Luffy search just to see, to like maybe plan to set up for the next turn. And in this spot here, we can't really take the Bonnie. The reason why is because we want to play the Cavendish, so we can go for the 2 5 drop this turn. So I'm just going to pick a Beige for the future. There was some arguments to take the Bonnie here too. Maybe I should have taken Bonnie actually, because like lock the grab late turn. But now we are playing the Cavendish. We are standing 2. When they update it, I always get like scared because the Dons don't stand directly. So we will just bounce the Beige, play the Law, and we are going to pick up the Luffy to hand. And I think we just play the Kid Killer here because it's easier to get out the Luffy's from hand than what it is to get out the Kid Killers, because it costs less. So here Oh wait, no, we should actually have played the Zeus. I just was thinking too much in the bubble of our board. So in this spot here, I should have went Zeus and popped the Nami to get rid of it, because the kill and kill here does nothing. And the second best play was to play the base here. The reason why is because then our board is protected from Grav Blade. So we learn from this misplay, and we can see if we can try to salvage this game from here. So we get Giga punished by a Grav Blade or a God's Threat even. But there's no search from leader, which is really nice. So it has to be like a hard on Grav Blade. And mostly it's run 1 to 2, and he has only looked at 10 cards from top of his deck. So statistically it's not as likely as him not having it. But there's no reason not to play around it with Beige if we are not going for the Zeus. The only argument to resolve another searcher here is to try to look for 8 cost Kid, because on 8 you can slam the Kid, swing with Cavendish, stand to Don, put the Don under Kid, do the effect, or you can like do the effect for a like Beige, stack the life, and then bounce the Beige with leader for the like 5 drop, or you can just bounce something and play out the searcher, or you get a lot of options to do. So he decides to swing a6 here. I think we will, okay, we have to click cancel on all these. I think I'm going to block and pitch the 1k here. Just taking the free block, saving some counter in hand, because I don't know how much it's going to swing. Okay, so it's going to swing a 8 on the law here. I am actually going to counter out of it. The reason why, because I really want temp on board, and we can afford to pitch the cards from hand. Okay, so right now this spot is not the best, to be honest. I think we need to play the Luffy here. I really want to find like a 7 cost law here, and we don't, but we find the Kid, which could come up for future turns, depending what he has. So I think we actually are just going to take the Kid to future-proof this game. And our objective is to kill the Nami and try to get as much damage as possible in phase. So we are not going for a Zeus line here. I think what we are going to do is, because we have no 5 drop, we can put one down on the leader and just naturally bounce the Luffy here. Okay, we see a Bonnie here, that's actually really nice. So we are going to play the Bonnie and lock it on, so if he decides to Linley next turn, that means that there's no giant available. And then from here we will play the blocker law, pick up the Kid Killer and just play the Beige to kind of protect our board. And then we will swing on the Nami at a 6. Okay, decides to pitch a Zoro Euro. So I think we are going to swing another 6 on it. And then yeah, if we get a card, we're just going to go a 9 with the blocker law. Yeah. Maybe we should have swung a 7 to get a 2k there. I think that would be better, so we can go 7-8. But yeah, I think this is a okay spot regardless, because if he grabs the Sanji, puts the card on bottom of the deck, that means that there's probably no Lin, at least guaranteed on the stack, which means that he has to hard draw it. Yeah, we are going to give a 1k to this swing, and we are going to give another 1k to this swing to protect Cavendish. Okay, Akata, I was expecting the Lin. I guess this is better for us, because this means like no more life for him. So the question now if this is a Kid turn or not. The argument for Kid is that we like get up the wall, and then he doesn't have like that much to swing into. The argument not to do it is that we can't invest that much Don in the swinging, and we have to burn one of the bodies from board. Or we could Kid into the Bonnie, into the 5 Bonnie to spike block Don another turn. But I'm not quite sure yet if that's what I want to do. So I'm going to try with a 6 phase here. I just want to see what happens. This could get a 2k, which means that I like swinging 6ks a lot more than before. Yes, we get another 2k here. So I think we are just going to swing with the laws and try to take as much resources as possible. Okay, so question now is if we swing with the blocker law here, I think we are going to do that because we still have the threat of donning up and going on the kata. Okay, so he's going to giant, which means that are just going to bounce the ball. Okay, no, I see now I could have done something slightly different here, because now, yeah, because now we are going to kid, and we are going to swing a 6 standard on. So we burned 2 on actually. Okay, yeah, so this is good. This is a good game, because I'm doing some misplays here. So it's going to do this, put the Don under here. So we should have, I mean, the 6k swing, he gianted the 6k swing, so I think in the end it didn't matter actually, because it took it, but in a different scenario it would actually matter, so we could have done that slightly different. The thing is, in hindsight, these turns are easy to map out, because you swung like this, but we don't know what he has in hand, we don't know how he will react. So in some spots, wait, so yeah, let's just with the cabbage on top. In some spots it's better not to kid, in some spots it's better to kid. But I like the kid here because of this now, because we are like in a good spot because of it. So could actually double bond next turn, that's kind of funny. I think we are going to pitch to, now we don't have a blocker here, but I kinda like the thought of the double bonnie. Okay, so going, okay, wait, no, never mind, we can't double bonnie because of the kid here. So the question if we want to do 1 bonnie, I kinda like the 1 bonnie. So we are going to start with a 6 here to see what happens. Okay, it's going to take the hit, which means that if we swing another 6, we don't have a blocker for sure for the kid. So I guess we go a 7, 1 on here. Oh, we usually go a 9 here. Yeah, we just get the giant. The reason why I went 9 is because we can swing a 8 now with no, we can only swing a 7 with him. Okay, never mind. This should definitely be a 10 going phase. Yeah, it should, because we are going to do this. Take the bottom life, stack the bonnie here, bounce this for the bonnie. Yeah, and then we will swing a 6. He's most likely going to block here. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can swing a 7 with the blocker lock, because kid is nice to have, but I think he's going to he don't want to like invest his resources in swinging hard on it, because he kind of needs to heal or develop another blocker here. He might like blocker up hard. So I think this still is like good. Yeah, so we actually did not get punished. We actually got rewarded there. So yeah, we will pitch at 2k, and yeah, he's going to Lin here. I mean, so for us right now, a hold is just lights out, and we have. I think we would have won either way, to be honest. But yeah, the hold is just brutal here. Yeah, and he's just going to concede. So let's get to the next. We are getting another UP Luffy here. So this time we're actually going to go first, because that's what Law wants to do, in my opinion. At least into decks where like the bonnie blocky curve is not as good as the going first curve, or it is better. And this hand is really keepable, to be honest. We have like 2 of the pieces for the gold shambles on 5, and we have a searcher, which is like really good, and we have like a 2k and a holdie. This hand is almost optimal. I think like probably another searcher and a blocker law into base is like the blocker base is like you can't lose. But yeah, no, this hand is really good. Oh, actually holdie is really good because we can't search it, so it's really nice to have. So our opponent ended up keeping. That's good to keep in mind. Okay, we find the law. Yeah, this is a peak hand. We get another searcher. We could grab the bond here and search, because that's like a pseudo blocker, but then we don't get to go a 6k on face, and that I want to do. So we're probably just going to take the blocker law here, so that we guarantee that we have a play on 7, if we just don't want to straight up play the holdie. But I like to delay holdie slightly, when it gets to a point where it deals like a lot of impact, you actually can kill them that turn. Yeah, so we just take it. I like to take the first, yeah, and we get the. But yeah, this hand is disgustingly good, and I'm still annoyed that we have to do the standing down manually with the what is it called, with the Cavendish. Okay, so here we might like to Zeus the Bong play, because when we play the Law, we are actually going to let it swing a 9k, so I think we actually are going to Zeus here. Even though we are going down to 1, we are most likely going to be able to guard something next turn. And then stay in 1, and then even if we get Grab Blade, we still have like a turn to do after this to set up more. But yeah, Grab Blade here is actually a good hit, but as we talked about last game, there's no guarantee that there's a Grab Blade in the hand, because most plays only 1 to 2 copies, and only looking at like 8 cards or something is like far from guaranteed to have it. Yeah, so that's nice. So we have 2 options here. Either we just go for the restand law and not the restand law, the heal law, and put the blocker law, or even the Bonnie, and then swing on lead. The other play here could be Hody to get rid of both, like get rid of the whole board here. Are we vulnerable to a Gum then? I don't think so. So I think Hody might be the player, because you can bounce the 2k to hand too, and like it could be God's Threat and then swinging a 10, 11, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6k counter. Potentially something from the one that gets from Hody. We bounce the Zeus back. Can play the Luffy. So I kinda actually like the Hody play here, even though we are going down to 1 life. Or we could do the safe play with Law, bounce. Maybe Law is better actually, because this means that we are just setting up. Oh, my phone is actually ringing. Just have to check who's calling. I can't take this right now. So let's keep on going. Sorry for that break. So we swing like this, and then we are going to bounce the Zeus, and then we are going to bounce the Luffy, play the Law, and then after that we are going to swing an 8 with the blocker Law. Just grab this up. I think we just resolve another search, looking for like 2k or like a bonus, a good defensive too for future turns. So the question now is if God's Threat actually kills us. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 kick out. Do we know what this is? We know that this is a Bonnie, because we stacked it before, which means 8. So I don't think we die to this. And then next turn we have the Hody. So I guess he rather develop than doing anything else. Okay. Yeah, because Fish, I guess Fish could have been okay this turn, because right, we had the Bond here, we actually knew of that, and then we could have actually survived the God's Threat face swing, and if you decide to do that, we just straight up win a game from that spot. So I guess that line would also work, but this is also right, because we have the Hody now, so okay, stacking the top gets a giant. So like if there's a Lin here, we can just probably kill with Hody next turn, even though we are losing Cavendish to bottom of life. Because that's a maybe not actually. It all depends. We'll have to see. Otherwise, we have like the kid play as a backup if we really want. So I quite fond of this spot here. So now when you're thinking, guys, how are you doing? Hope you had a great week. It's Friday today. Everyone should be happy. Yeah, take stacks on top. Okay, so he's going to grab blade here. Maybe going to try to find lethal. Okay, no. But he's going to swing a 6 on the law. Question is, if we decide to pitch a 1k here, it could actually don up and swing on it. But I think I'd rather him do that than actually putting us down to 0 this turn. He's just going a 9 here. We could keep a... I think we are going to pitch to 2k just to keep it on board. If we decide to kid this turn. Okay, so we get the bone clay. We could... Okay, if we want to kid... Yeah, we have... I think we are going to just kid this turn. So we'll take out a giant here. One out of... Okay, never mind, he pitches a giant too. Then he should be really bricked out. So these three are probably maybe bricks, and these two might be counter. That's something we should keep in mind. That there's probably a lot of bricks in hand. Because you are just going to kid, play the Capone, and then put it on the kid because he's not developed anything. So we can stick the kid this turn because he needs to develop a threat this turn. Or he can swing on the kid, and then we have 2 blockers. Maybe we could have even a swung with the law here actually. When we have, we should have swung with the law, because that would at least taken 1 card out of his hand. Because now we have to like kind of push every time, because he's going to draw 2 cards a turn, and that's really annoying. So if there's like a Lin here, it will let him on 5 cards in hand, which means that we potentially could hold it and try to swing on it, but that doesn't seem like the best thing, even though we know there's bricks in hand. Yeah, so yeah, I'm at least expecting a swing on the kid. Wait, just gonna check my message here. Okay, so place the Sanji and the Kata here, which means that we are just going to play the... I guess we do this first. Okay, we have a Luffy here. Yeah, we are just going to play the fish. We could actually have just played it and searched. Oh wait, shit, I forgot this card was here. It's okay, it's okay. I was looking at the message we say. I didn't consider this, but I think we still could end up doing it here. Yeah, so our opponent is going to scoop. Because as you said, we read that there were bricks in the hand of our opponent. So let's get to the next game. So we have a game versus the green and purple Luffy. This matchup is generally, I think it's like more of a 50-50 than people give it credit for. If Luffy doesn't see Gamma Knife, I feel that it's even like good. I did a coaching session yesterday where we actually he opened his saying and filled the board, but we almost won because we holded the Don and a blocker, and then he fucking pulled a trigger that rammed him, and then he could giant, and then we lost the game. So we go first with his hand. His hand is really good. We have the searchers and whatnot. So in this spot here, when we have Luffy Bonnie, it's better to play the Bonnie first here, because if we decide to search with Luffy, we actually do the search directly, but next turn, if we draw a card and the result 2 searches, that we get to see an additional card like this beige here. So now we have info that we have beige. If we did a Luffy last turn, we would only have the info of these cards. So this actually makes the searching a lot better. And I think we are also going to start with a Bonnie here, because he doesn't have any weenies. Which means that if we find something like a Bonnie here, we could play another one and resolve with 2 searchers. So I think actually we are going to take the other Bonnie, because we can put up 2 of them. So we are going to keep one of the Bonnies here. Okay, so we don't... Did we have a beige? I don't remember. Maybe we had a beige. Maybe I fucked this up. But we are going to take the blocker law here, because the card is goated. And then we are going to pass. I think blocker law is probably my favorite card in this game at the moment. And now he has recognized I have the chat from stream here. I'm just gonna move it down. Swings a 5 on a Bonnie. Yeah, we are not going to pitch our whole hand for that. We can't even save the Bonnie, so. Did search. Okay, we know Taro and Frankie. That's good to know. So if he on 6 plays something goes minus and then are going up to 7, we could actually just play the Bonnie to lock it on so the Taro can't be played. And next turn we are going to set up the Cavendish, and this deck has no way to threaten it. So if we don't have a good way to stack, we can actually just do this. Start with a 5k swing, and then we play the Cavendish, we search with the Bonnie and play a Luffy, so we get 2 searches off to which I'm 5 with. So you don't like with this deck too. It's like, of course you probably want to shamble at said turn, but it's not at the end of the world if you just play the Cavendish, like hard play it this turn and just play it from there. So I think we are just going to take another blocker law here. Because it's better down the line, and yeah, we get some options, and then we're just going to pass here. So now next turn we are probably going to take a hit from the Frankie, and then okay, going to Radio Knife. Interesting. Yeah, this card is really good into law actually, and I'm surprised people still is on this card, looking at like how the meta is looking like. So we take this. Okay, we find the law here. So we're actually going to law for the Bonnie. Oh, wait, no, this says 8. I mean, Bonnie was the best play we had either way, right? But yeah, so Luffy Taro still can come down. Yeah, because he ramped with the Frankie, yeah. Yeah, that's my bad. But going to be able to swing big twice. I think we wanted to take one. It depends how hard. Like if he dons up on leader and swings, he swings a7 here. We only have one way to stack the top of the lives. If we decide to throw this card, we can't do a double shambles next turn. But I think we have to throw. Just because we want to stay at 2 life this turn. Okay, so Hody here definitely is not the game, because that would be 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. Usually 1k, 2k. Yeah, 1k, 2k. We can't go through that. I guess we leave this one rested and we could hold it the turn after, but it's probably going to kill us if we decide to do that. Or we could rest this, and try to kill the pudding here. But I feel like setting up for a lethal next turn. Oh, maybe actually resting this one is good, because we can... oh shit, and I got us up. Thank you, Caro. So I think this one tracks like the stream, so someone looked at the stream now and clicked subscribe, I think. Or something. Yo, shout out to you. Okay, so if we decide to hold here, we could tap the Chopper and the Don, and then we could swing on the pudding. Question is if we die next turn, because that means we go up to 10 Don, we could play the 6 drop, still stand 1, then swing a shit ton of 7, so yeah, we still die, so we have to resolve the search here. Okay, we have the 7 cost here. I kinda like the 7 cost here, because we are at 8, so we can still do things. So we're going to swing a 6 on lead. I mean, I'd imagine he's going to save the Chopper for the lawyers. We could actually just ignore playing the law this turn, which means that he's not going to be able to... yeah, so if he doesn't decide to block this one, we are just going to leave the law standing, so this one can't block, and then we can tap it to hold the next turn, and it's a go for game. So he played himself. Yeah, and then we just bounce the Luffy, play the law, bounce the Luffy, play the Kid Killer, I guess. Could take a phone. There were some arguments to take the Kid too, but I feel like we are too far into this game to take the Kid. spot. And also his leader is going to be a 7k for next time, which is really good too. What they could do now is like play something and then play something over the shopper, I guess, and I think that is what's going to happen. That's still an inconvenience for him to do, because then he can't use that much Don to swing with, and we still have like the Hody and a shit ton of things on field. So I'd imagine Bonnie dies here. We might go to 0, and then we have to go for the kill shot next turn. But yeah, if the shopper stays, that's really good, because then the leader will be a 5k, and then it's super easy. It's Hody 7-7 5 999. Yeah, 5-7-7-9-9-9. There's no way he survives. Okay, I'm not gonna say that into this deck particularly, because I've seen more crazy things. I'm going to play Usohachi here over the shopper. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I'm going to print Dons. Swinging a 7k into leader. Okay, so interesting, he's going for lethal. So if we pitch a 2k and a 1k here, I think that discourages him from trying to swing for game here. Or maybe he seems like, okay, I have to go for lethal, which actually would suck. Okay, so we know that these two can swing. So if we pitch 3 1k here, he could swing a 6 here, play the... Okay, no, never mind, yeah, he just goes for board here. Okay, swing some board again. Maybe passes with board on open just to play around the Hody. Could be a thing. Yeah, because then, like, we can't really hold it then. It's probably better to split up the Don on what we already have on board. And like 2 giants. Yeah, this Radiant effort clutch, it actually sets us back a lot. I mean, I guess you could play another shopper here. It's like considering, oh wait, does he have Hody or not? I mean, I think it's correct just to pass here. If you have like, if it's only 1 giant in hand, I guess that's good. We know that there's 1 giant in hand. Yeah, we're just going to go at 10 here to take the giant. Maybe an 8 with lead would have been better actually, because then he needs to pitch 2 cards, Mitre Giant up, and then we can like swing at 10. Then we put on the Kid Killer if he goes low on cards in hand. But yeah, I demand you get a giant on a card there, so he goes down to 5. Then we can swing another 10, so he has to go down to 4. And then like swing a 7 and an 8. I don't know, this game seems not the greatest. Is there a way we could pivot? Because we had, okay, he's deciding to take. So if we go, well, it's just better to swing a 6 here, because we could get a 2k by doing it. Yeah, we got a 2k here. And guys, look at when he counters out a 7k swing to lead. I guess we could have bounced this to maybe get the Cavendish and stand 2, but yeah, this is just ridiculous. Like, yeah, we're going to concede from here, and he still had like more counter in hand. Yeah, let's get to the last game. So we have another UP here. Maybe this will be the UP Slayer video for Law. I guess we go second, which is a little bit harder than going first, and this hand is really nice. We're going to keep it. We have a way to get out 2 1-drops into 3-drop into Cavendish into base to protect from God threat. So that's amazing. Could take the Kid here, but I played 2 in the deck, so maybe Reason Law is better actually, because then we could like push more damage in mid game, because we don't have another 5-drop except Bonnie. We do this, we take this, and we are going to put the Cavendish here. And the reason why is because that's the play we're most likely going to do, so I don't want to show him that we have the Bonnie here. I guess he knows the Reason Law, but if he still has a life, then we do some other things. Yes, we are going to do this, pick up 1 life, and then we bounce the beige, play the Cavendish, click on the 2 Don, and then we swing. But so if you're watching this, make it so that Don stand himself automatically, please. And then we pass here. So if we get God's Threat, it's a little bit annoying, but at least yeah, we get to keep the cam. Okay, so going to do it on the beige here. I guess it's better for the long run. And with this 7 here, we're just going to block it with the bonding, because I don't want to hit 0 life if we decide to shambles this turn. So here we could start with a I guess we start with a bonding here. We could, yeah, we are going to take the blocker law here, and then this will be an interesting turn, guys. So we are going to swing a 6 with the Cavendish, stand 2. We're going to play the blocker law, bounce the Luffy, play the beige, take the life, put the restand law here, put something under this, bounce, play, and then swing another 6 with this, and then we swing a 8 with leader. So we take 2 life and like keep the aggression going. The only thing here that could be issue is gravity blade, but we are in a spot where we next turn can go kind of hard if we still get gravity blade. So block 1k is a option here. I think I'm just going to let it go. Okay, so it's going to be a kata. And I like that because we can eat some resources now from our opponent's hand. So we should probably play the Luffy here. We just take the 7 cost. I think so. To develop an additional threat. So we swing 6s here, because that means that we might be able to freeze the kata next turn. Which I'm not totally opposed to. Or we put the blocker law. I think, no, we are going to take the blocker law here. I think. And then you swing a 6 with Cavendish. Going to take the block. And then we swing a 8 here with the law. Take last life, bounce the Luffy. Take the blocker law. We are going to bounce the restand law here, so we can just hard play it next turn for a big restand maybe. And then we just take another 1k counter, and then we pass. Or we can, if we stay at 1 life, we could just put it in life and swing big with the stuff. So the only thing here is that we did not get a Bonnie, so we could get Lind and Giant up, but I think we could still push through that with this big board, because we are going to then throw 1k into 1 to protect the Cavendish. So we are still able to do a lot of shenanigans. So if you watch this far, guys, thank you for watching. Nothing more than that. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have all the success in life you want. And please Twitch Prime. Okay, so going to think here as a UP player. That's a rare occurrence. But yeah, this is a really rough spot for the UP, because I mean I've seen UP come back from like harder things. You could say, okay, wait, you should have blocked 1k here, but now we baboon this and just clicked too fast. But I guess if he decides to like don up the kata and swing on the Cavendish, we can just block with the law, so we leave that option up. Because I think it's more important that the Cavendish stays than us like having some additional counter. Oh wait, no, because if he... I think we're in a good spot either way, and if we see fish, then we just win the game. Okay, we get grab bladed here. Goes a 8 on the law. Yeah, I think we should have a game with what we have here on board. Okay, so we will just go a 10 here. Probably going to get the... Okay, we get a Bagua and a 1k. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no way he survives that right now. So we're just going to swing a 6 here. Try to get either a block or a 1k. 2k we get even, okay. So yeah, there's no way he survives this. Oh wait, it could actually be a way. Okay, he does that. Oh wait, did you screw this up? Do we even need to extend here? I mean, if you restand this and swing... Oh wait, we could have put one more down under it. We can swing 30, which means giant. 2k does it, and then we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6k counter in hand. So I guess we just bounce this. Okay, we have a blocker law here. That's good to know. And we can just play the kid killer. Because when he blocked with the kata here, I mean, that probably shows that he can't counter out of this swing, but in case he baits, I think this play is also safe to do, because you still have this line again, there's no way of us dying. So we can just like delay the turn one more turn and just like take the game from there. This giant Tuki would actually have made it, and I don't know. That feels scary. I'm not gonna lose another game to fucking giants. And Banda, if you're watching this, feel free to ban giant. 6 Don. I mean, we probably want to do the restand law next turn, right, for games. So we're just going to pitch the good old hand to protect it, and then probably a blocker comes out. But there could actually be a lot of giants up. Placing cards on top of deck, which means that it might be giant into giant into giant into giant into giant into giant into giant. But because we have only seen 0 giants. Okay, yeah. We got 10. I mean, this is giant on 1 card, 3 cards in hand. Giant? Ah, what? Who could have imagined that card was coming out? Okay, we get a 2k here. I mean, I think we could guarantee it, because we swing a 6 here. He has to giant, and then we can go... Okay, no, he's going to... Yeah, this is guaranteed game. Even if there is a gear in hand. Because we bounce this, put this one here, bounce, restand, and then we go a 9. Boom shakalak! That's how we find the game. So we could have... Okay, wait, there was a giant there, so... He could actually have stacked it so that he drew the giant with giant, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he should have. I don't know, maybe thought he would survive or something, he just wanted to draw it and keep the red rock, I don't know. But yeah guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, or I know you already done that, but do it again or something. And yeah, let's see you in the next video.